Hello everyone! Today I put together a summary about I-bonds, the futures and how to purchase them online. If you're thinking about buying I-bonds, I hope this will be helpful. Here's the flow of today's video. Introduction to different types of US securities, details about the recommended I-bonds, why I-bonds are a smart choice right now, how to open an account for I-bonds, how to purchase them, how to redeem and withdraw funds, tax returns, how to change the ownership structure. Even if you're not planning to buy them right away, it might be useful to know what they are, so I recommend you to watch until the end. By the way, English is not my first language, so I may mispronounce words or say things in a way that is unclear. I appreciate your understanding. Thank you. Anyone residing in the United States with Social Security number eligible to purchase I-bonds. The current interest rate is 3.98%, which includes a fixed rate of 1.1% and a variable rate of 2.88% based on inflation. Taxes only apply to the interest portion when you redeem the fund, and even then, only federal tax is charged. There are no state, local, or city taxes. Although I-bonds are long-term investments, 20 to 30 years, you are free to withdraw after 1 year. Details will be explained later. Before we dive into I-bonds, let's take a look at the different types of U.S. Treasury securities. The U.S. Department of the Treasury offers a variety of securities, which can be broadly divided into two categories: securities that can be traded on the market, and securities that individuals can purchase directly from the Treasury and redeem for cash. Marketable securities are those that can be sold or transferred before maturity through brokers or financial institutions. There are 5 main types: Treasury bill, Treasury note, Treasury bond, floating rate note, FRNs, Treasury inflating protected securities. Tips. I won't go into details about these today, but here's a quick overview. Treasury bills. These are short-term government securities with maturities of 4, 8, 13, 17, 26, or 52 weeks. They are sold at a discount through auctions, and you receive the full face value at maturity. The difference is your profit. Treasury notes. These are medium-term securities with maturities of 2, 3, 5, 7, or 10 years. Interest rates are determined through auctions. They are also sold at discount, and the profit is difference between the purchase price and the face value received at the maturity. Treasury bonds. These are long-term securities with maturities of 20 or 30 years. Interest rates are set through auctions. Like the others, they are sold at discount, and the profit is the difference between the purchase price and the face value at maturity. Floating rate notes, FRNs. These have a 2-year maturity and future interest rates that adjust over time. Treasury inflation-protected securities. Tips. These come with maturities of 5, 10, or 30 years. Interest rates are set through auctions, and they are sold at a discount. You receive a face value at maturity, and the difference is your profit. That concludes the overview of these securities. Next, let's look at savings bonds. These are securities that individuals can purchase directly from the U.S. Department of Treasury and later redeem for cash. There are 2 types of savings bonds available for online purchases: EE bonds and I bonds. EE bonds. The interest rate is fixed as of August 2025 is 2.7%, and the bond is guaranteed to double in value after 20 years. You can purchase between $25 and $10,000 per calendar year. After 1 year, you are free to redeem the bond. However, if you redeem it before 5 years, you'll incur a penalty of 3 months interest. I-bonds. This is the bond we'll focus on today. I-bonds offer a combination of fixed and variable interest rates to protect against inflation. As of August 2025 through November, the rate is 1.1% fixed plus 2.88% inflation adjusted equals 3.98% total. The interest rate is updated twice a year. The fixed rate you receive at the time of purchase remains in effect for life of the bond. The bond matures in 20 years but can continue earning compound interest for up to 30 years. You can purchase between $25 and $10,000 per calendar year through TreasuryDirect. The bond is stored electronically. After 1 year, you can redeem freely. However, like EE bonds, redeeming before 5 years results in penalty of 3 months interest. Note: the variable portion of the interest rate is not based directly on inflation itself, but rather on the inflation rate derived from the Consumer Price Index for all urban consumers (CPIU), which is adjusted every 6 months. Similarities between EE bonds and I bonds. Both can be held for up to 30 years. Both can compound interest every 6 months. You can purchase up to $10,000 per year. You can redeem them after 1 year. Early redemption before 5 years incurs a penalty of 3 months interest. Both are exempt from state, local, and municipal taxes. Key differences between EE bonds and I bonds. EE bonds have a fixed interest rate. I bonds combine a fixed rate with a variable rate that adjusts for inflation. EE bonds are guaranteed to double in value after 20 years. I bonds do not offer guaranteed doubling. So, which should you choose, EE or I bonds? In the current inflation environment of 2025, I bonds are considered more flexible and advantageous. However, if you are aiming for a guaranteed long-term return, EE bonds can also be an attractive option. Currently, there are many CDs, certificates of deposit, offering better interest rates than I bonds. CDs are available with terms as short as 3 months, and they offer more flexibility in accessing your money compared to bonds or treasury securities. I've uploaded a video about CDs on YouTube, so feel free to check it out. The URL is included in the video description below. Now, before you decide to go with a CD right away, I encourage you to take a closer look at what I-bonds have to offer. I-bonds are government securities that earn compound interest for up to 30 years. What about safety? I-bonds are savings bonds issued by the U.S. Department of Treasury, designed to protect the value of your cash from inflation. They are considered one of the safest investments available. After all, they are backed by the U.S. government, which means the risk of default is essentially zero. With CDs or stocks, you are taxed annually on the interest you earn, and you'll receive a 1099 form each year. You'll owe federal income tax and often state and local taxes as well. In contrast with I-bonds, you only pay federal tax on the interest when you redeem the bond. No annual tax filings and no state or local taxes, making them a very attractive option from a tax perspective. How to buy? I-bonds are purchased directly through TreasuryDirect, the official website of the U.S. Department of the Treasury. They cannot be bought through banks or brokers, only directly by individuals. Each person, per Social Security number or EIN, can purchase between $25 and $10,000 per calendar year, January 1st to December 31st. Redemption and withdrawal. You can redeem your I-bond anytime after 1 year. However, if you withdraw before 5 years, you'll lose the last 3 months of interest as a penalty. After 5 years, there is no penalty for withdrawal. Term and interest. I-bonds have a 20-year maturity with an automatic 10-year extension, allowing them to earn interest for up to 30 years. Interest rates are adjusted twice a year, on May 1st and November 1st. Interest is compounded semi-annually. meaning it's added to your bond balance every 6 months and continues to grow over time. Now, this part is a bit tricky, so let me walk you through it. Even though CDs currently offer higher interest rates, I think you'll understand why I'm still recommending I-bonds right now. As mentioned earlier, the interest rate on I-bonds is a combination of a fixed rate and a variable rate tied to inflation. Let's look at some examples. From May to October 2022, the annual interest rate for I-bonds was 9.62%. This was made up of a 0% fixed rate and a 9.62% inflation rate. From November 2023 to April 2024, the rate was 5.27%, consisting of a 1.3% fixed rate and a 3.97% inflation rate. As of August 2025, the current rate is 3.98%, made up of a 1.1% fixed rate and a 2.88% inflation rate. So if you start now, your total rate is 3.98%, but here's where it gets interesting. Those who started during the 9.62% period in 2022 have a 0% fixed rate, so their current rate is only 2.88%, just the inflation portion. Those who started during the 5.27% period have a 1.3% fixed rate, so they are currently earning 4.18%, 1.3% plus 2.88%. This shows that the fixed rate stays locked in for the life of the bond, which means if you buy during a high fixed rate period, you'll benefit even if inflation drops later. The chart showing these historical rates available in the TreasuryDirect website. I've included the URL in the video description below, so feel free to check it anytime. Here's a snapshot. People who bought I-bonds during the 9.62% period in 2022 had a 0% fixed rate, so they are now earning only the 2.88% variable rate. Those who buy before November 2025 will receive the current rate of 3.98%, which includes a 1.1% fixed rate. Those who bought between November 2023 and April 2024 are enjoying a 1.3% fixed rate, so their current total is 4.18%, higher than today's new buyers. The variable rate on I-bond is based on the inflation rate CPI over the past 6 months. Since inflation is currently trending downward, future I-bond rates may also decrease. That's why I-bonds purchased during a high fixed rate period can be more advantageous in the long run. Right now, the fixed rate is 1.1%, and while that may not seem high, opening an account now could position you well for future opportunities, which is exactly why I'm sharing this information with you. Looking back to 2008, even a 1.1% fixed rate is relatively high. For reference, the highest fixed rate ever offered was 3.6%, available from May to October 2000. Those who bought I-bonds during that period earned 13.39% annual interest in 2022 and are currently earning 6.51%. Pretty impressive, right? Definitely something to envy. Now let's go over how to purchase I-bonds. If you're interested, please follow along. Go to the US Treasury official website, TreasuryDirect. I've included the URL link in the video description below for easy access. Step 1. Create an account. Click on Open a new account on the right side of the home page. Opening an account is a simple 3-step process. Select your account type, enter your personal information, set your password. That's it. Troubleshooting tip. Sometimes you may encounter an error message that prevents you from proceeding. In my case, I saw this screen a few times. After cleaning the cookies on my computer, everything worked smoothly. For Windows users, click the three dots in the top right corner of your browser. Open the drop-in menu, select Clear Browsing Data, and delete your history and cookies. Security Setup. You'll be asked to choose a personalized image that will appear each time you log in. This helps you confirm that you are accessing the official site. If you don't like the default options, click Show Me More Images in the bottom right corner to see additional choices. Next, you'll set a caption that appears alongside the image when you log in. This is another way to verify you are on the correct site. You can choose any phrase you like. Click the blue Submit button in the bottom left to continue. Final steps. You'll then set up your password and related security settings. Once complete, you'll see a message saying your account number will be sent to the email address you provided. Check your inbox for an email that says your new account number is. Your account number will be included in the message. Be sure to save it. It's required for logging in. Now let's go over how to log in. From the TreasuryDirect homepage, click Login on the right side of the screen. Then on the left side, click Next. In the account number field, enter the account number you received by email. You can include the hyphen or leave them out. Either way is fine. You'll receive a one-time password (OTP) by email. Copy the OTP and paste it into the Enter Your OTP field on the screen. If this is your first time logging in, check the box below that says Click here to register your computer. At the top of the screen, you'll see the personal image and phrase you selected during registration. This helps confirm that you're on the official site. Enter your password in the password field below, then click Submit to complete the login process. Now, let's walk through the actual purchase process using screenshots from when I bought an iBond. From the top menu, click on Buy Direct. Select the radio button for Series I savings bonds, then click the blue Submit button in the bottom left to proceed. On the Series I savings bond screen, confirm that your name is correct. Enter the purchase amount and verify your bank account information. You can choose to make a one-time purchase, set up automatic purchases weekly or monthly, schedule a future purchase on a specific date. At this stage, you can also add a secondary owner or designate a beneficiary in case something happened to you. Click Add New Registration next to a name to enter this information. After clicking Submit, a screen will appear explaining purchase limits. You can buy up to $10,000 per calendar year for both EE bonds and I bonds. Any amount exceeding this limit will be refunded to bank account, which may take up to 12 weeks. Repeated violations may result in account closure. Click Yes to proceed. A confirmation screen will appear and the process is complete. After your purchase, you'll receive an email from TreasuryDirect titled New Purchase, confirming that your transaction has been processed and will be finalized the following day. Now, let's go over how to redeem and withdraw your funds. To cash out your bonds and transfer the money to your linked bank account, go to the Manage Direct tab at the top of the page, then select Redeem Securities under Manage My Securities. You can choose to withdraw the full amount or just a portion of your bond holdings. About taxes, you are only required to pay federal tax on the interest earned when you redeem your I-bonds. There are no state or local taxes applied. The 1099 tax form needed for your tax return is not mailed automatically, so you'll need to download it yourself. This form becomes available in January of the year following the redemption. To access it, click the Manage Direct tab at the top of the page, then select the Manage My Taxes. Locate and download the 1099 form for the year in which you redeemed your bonds. Use this form when filing your tax return. Changing ownership after purchases. Ownership changes can be made through the Manage Direct tab. When you open the Manage Direct tab, you'll see a variety of menu options that allow you to make different updates. To change ownership details, click Edit Registration and then Manage My Securities. Your bond holdings will appear on the screen. Select the bond using the radio button, then click Submit in the bottom right corner. An editable screen will appear where you can update information such as adding a beneficiary. That's all. How did you think? I personally purchased a few bonds 3 years ago. At the time, the interest rate was attractive, so I jumped in. But I didn't realize how much the fixed rate would affect the returns over time. Since I bought during a low fixed rate period, my current interest rate is lower. Still, it's higher than what most traditional bank accounts offer. And because only federal tax applies when I redeem, I plan to hold on to them. Today, I introduce you to U.S. Treasury securities and the Series I bond, including how to register and purchase them online. If this video helped to enrich your financial life even a little, I'll be truly honored. If you'd like to support the channel, please hit the like button and subscribe. I'll see you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!